Hey, it's Ira Parker, Maximus Music Record Studio, and we're here on a record from Zarya. The name of the song is Personal. I produced it with Zarya. It's really dope. It's kind of an R&B rock type, trap type feeling record. You can look up Personal right now on all streams. It's out right now, recorded, mixed, mastered, and produced. So the thing about it is I want to talk to y'all today about ducking 808s. Everybody wonders, how do you get that kick out the way to 808? And this is a couple of ways to do it. I'm gonna show you one way I did on this record. So this is a kick and this is the 808. As you can see, they're kind of delayed, but I like the way the kick is delayed. But the problem is when you play it as is, listen, it's kind of muffled.
Working on myself, how can I love somebody else? When I don't love myself, too scared you put.
Okay, so the issue there is it's kind of there, but it's kind of not. So look, let me show you a little something. First of all, let's do this. I'm gonna play the kick right quick, and let me see where we're at. Okay. I mean, it's okay, but I mean, real talk, we could do a lot better than that. We can do a whole lot better than that. And I really feeling like let's get that kick. If we add, let's go to this right here. Let me show you something. This is a really good move right here. I'm gonna go to Decapitator by Sound Toys. Really dope for adding saturation on vocals, drums, kick, snares, whatever you want, guitar. So watch this. Let's add the Decapitator. I'm going to put a little bit of drive on that so you can kind of hear what that kick is going to do now. Watch this. Okay. I mean, that's kind of dope. So watch. Let's take it off. I'm gonna take the Decapitator off right quick and kind of give you an idea what it's going to sound like without it. It's kind of, watch. All right. Now let's turn it back on. Wow. So look, now watch this. Watch this. I'm gonna show you something real quick. I'm gonna go grab my spectrum analyzer, and the spectrum analyzer is basically something that can read all the frequencies of your actual instruments or sound or vocals or whatever. This right here, all lows, mids, highs. Now watch this. I'm gonna show you a little trick. Find out the frequency, the main range of the frequency. Let's turn on this pass analyzer by Wave. See that right there? Right in there. Dope. Let's click on that. 69, that's the frequency. The main frequency of that kick that makes it pop is 69. So let's write it down. 69 hertz. All right, cool. So another thing, if you notice that kick, to me, I feel like we can get some of this out of here because so the 808 can make some room for the 808. 808s play right around here, and you want to get the 808s out the way. So I'm just going to use Pro EQ, Pro Q2 from Fab Filter. You can use Pro Q3. And if you've seen what I did, all this information here lower than that kick is out of here because you don't need it because the 808s are already going to be there. So watch. Watch the spectrum analyzer over here. Let's get it out the way just a little bit more. So it's punchy, but it's also out the way of the 808. All right. Now we're going to solo out the 808. Let's see where it's playing at. See, right in the same area, right? It's kind of hard. It's distorted. You may not be able to hear that if you have on the phone, put some headphones on, whatever. But watch this. Now what has happened, we just took that kick and we got it out of the way of the 808. Now let's see if they play well together. All right, let's just try it. We're just gonna play them by themselves without the record, without the vocals, whatever. Let's try it. Ooh, a slap. Look at this right here. Kick is right about here. The 808's rolling right in here. It's nice and punchy. I like that. Now let's play that. Oh, hold on. Now let's play that with the rest of the record.
on myself, how can I love somebody else?
Ooh.
When I don't love myself, too scared you put me on the shelf. And all the nights I cried myself to sleep, praying you wouldn't leave. Shots go out to the offspring, I've got no self-esteem.
Man, that sounds so good. So that sounds amazing. But I will say this. What if that did not work? There's a second way to do that. It's called sidechaining. Now, I'm explaining to you real quick. I'm explaining sidechaining. Sidechaining means what you're doing is splitting a signal, and you're sending one signal to another direction. While, say, for example, the kick is going straight out to stereo 1 and 2, for example, out. If you use a send, let me show you something. Like on Pro Tools, these are your inputs. These are your inserts where the actual plugins are. Over here are your sends. It means it sends it away from the signal. It's already going out. If you send it away, you can send it on an actual a side chain. We're going to send it out. Now watch this. Remember we said that that kick was about 69 to 70 hertz. That's where it spikes at. So this is what we're going to do. Since the kick hits hard at 69 to 70 hertz, where it's cool. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to make it duck the 808. So as soon as the kick lands, boom, boom, it's going to push the 808 down like milliseconds real quick. Boop, 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 boop. The 808 will return right after the kick is done. And the thing is, you're not going to hear it physically. You're going to hear just the kick slapping on top of the 808. But the truth is, the kick is actually pushing the 808 down in the same frequency where they're clashing, so it'll get more punch. So I'm going to show you what I did to do that. So watch this. Let's go back. All right. So right here, this is the kick. I called it new kick, whatever. So I sent it out. Get on the bus. Everybody who's been to my workshops know what that means. We sent it out to bus 9. Watch. We're going to send a signal out. Get on the bus. Everybody remembers that. Get on the bus. Meaning a signal is like a person getting on the bus. That's what a bus is. You get on it so it can carry you to a place or a destination. So let's get on the bus. The bus I chose, get on the bus, was bus number 9. So right now, the kick is going out to the stereo speakers, and we also split it and got it out to the bus 9. So watch this. This EQ allows side chaining. Now watch this. Watch this. Let's turn this EQ on.
What?
My bad. Turn on. Now look. Now look at this. Looky here. Look who's working. The frequency right there, 70 hertz, right where the kick is. Now watch. I'm going to turn it on. And what I did, I got on the bus. The bus drove and landed to this plugin for 808 as a side chain, meaning it's going on the side or split or signal at the same time. So that kick is also being split, going out and going to this plugin. This plugin and that kick is going right to this frequency. So watch. Now, every time that kick drops, it's going to drop the 808s. Watch this.
Working on myself, how can I love somebody else? When I don't love myself, too scared you put me on the shelf.
It's delayed because I got it going through analog right now. So yeah, it's kind of off, but truthfully, it's on point. It's because I have a nasty delay because I have a lot of plugins. But just imagine that being on time. And what happens every time that kick hits, it's pushing that 70 hertz of the 808s over for that split second so that kick can slap. Then the 808 turns right back around and all of a sudden takes up right back where it left. So just like every time you say you're driving in the street, when somebody gets in your way, every time you go straight, another car is getting out of your way, then going behind you. That's basically what's happening. Every time the kick hits, boop, boop, that 808's going down, 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 come back up. So therefore, you hear the slap of the 808, but you hear the long throw and the boom, you hear the slap of the kick, but you hear the long throw and the boom of the 808 that returns. So let's watch them in action. Of course, remember, it's delayed because, again, I have a bunch of plugins and it's actually going through analog. But, again, let's play it with the record so you can hear it ducking out the way that 808. All right, so let's screen to Pro Tools.
Working on myself, how can I love somebody else?
Yeah.
When I don't love myself, too scared you put me on the shelf. And all the nights I cry myself.
While you're at it, this is a good looking mix because this frequency, the frequencies of the spectrum analyzer is straight across. It looks good.
And I know I can be crazy, my anxiety hates.
I'm gonna show you another little trick. You want a little bit more? Now watch this. Now, this is a good trick I love to do because one, I mean, if your 808s aren't slapping enough, watch this. Let's go to something like for example, this is factory, air distortion, Pro Tools. Every plugin, every DAW has some type of distortion that's already built in that comes from the factory. Now watch this. I'm gonna turn the distortion off. Let's solo out the 808 and see what it sounds like. Now add some distortion. Ooh, freaky. Now watch what happens when you add that distortion with the kick.
Working on myself, how can I love somebody else? When I don't love myself, too scared you put me on the shelf.
Now let's solo those out. Wow. Oh my God. It's fire, bro. So what we just done is we have just made the 808 more dominant. And the cool thing about adding distortion to an 808 is it'll make an 808 pop out on smaller speakers like a laptop, on your iPhone, iPads, your car speakers, if they don't have like a good subsystem to them, whatever, what'll happen is now that distortion creates vibration for the 808s that makes it cut through anything because it's distortion. Another form of distortion is usually on guitars. When you're going through a tube, it literally cranks it up and pushes it to the point where it's completely distorted, but it's a good distortion. It's not a distortion where it's like, I don't like that. So just a little bit, just to make those 808s jump off the speakers a little bit. So we're gonna play with the rest of the record.
Working on myself, how can I love somebody else? When I don't love myself, too scared you put me on the shelf. And all the nights I cry myself to sleep, praying you wouldn't leave. Shots go out to the offspring, I've got no self-esteem. And I know I can be crazy, my anxiety hates me. Lost in my mind, daydream.
Hear that
Love
spring?
advices, I'm daydream. Don't make me start ignition, 'cause I get too scared. Go distant, we can't fall apart. Division, you got my heart, my feelings. And I pray you stay the same for me.
So when you're in your pre-mixing stage, remember, don't try to add too much to it because when it gets mixed and mastered, like professionally, or if you do it, or you bring it to someone like ourselves to do it, it's gonna come up again and we gotta even it out. Anyway, please remember, you need to get to some good headphones or a good sound system that can give you a full range of music so you can hear and really be able to grasp the detail and the tips we're giving you. Also, keep in mind, Maximus merch, hats, shirt, that's going off. Also, keep in mind, we will mix your records on a video. We will take a video, mix your records in high definition on the video, show you what's going on with your records and also how to correct it, and we'll send it to you, or we might just do it live. Max Music Record Studio. If you like this, if you think you like the free stuff, we do this at workshops. Imagine what happens when you pay for it. Quick little tip, Ira Parker, Maximus Music. Let's go. I'm out.